Yo, what's up? What's up? I was watching the Netflix series The Last Dance about Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. And there was a small detail that really caught my eye. In one of the episodes, Michael Jordan says that a competitive player, a player from another team, was talking smack about him and saying this and that. And then a couple of minutes later, you hear Michael saying that he made it all up. And I thought that was very peculiar. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I think that Michael Jordan was very aware of himself and he knew how to get the best out of himself. He knew he performed better when in some way his ego was involved, when someone said something about him and he had to prove him wrong. That's when he performed at his best. That's pretty self-aware and pretty genius by Michael Jordan to be so aware of his own performance. He knew very well how to get into what I call, and what is a very popular term within sports, is he knew how to get into the zone. You know, that mental state where everything seems to go by itself. And I thought back of a book I read a couple of years ago called The Mindful Athlete by George Mumford. And I remembered that George Mumford worked with Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. And George Mumford is a psychologist who uses mindfulness and meditation techniques within his practice. And, you know, I started to see a link between Michael Jordan and getting into the zone, being self-aware, and George Mumford and his book. So today I want to talk about how you can improve your mental state and how you can become better at finding the zone, getting into the zone as an athlete. Now, I want to differentiate between two mindsets. There's the mindset in preparation before a game, the process, and there's a mindset during a game. And I feel like there's a difference between those two phases. Because during preparation, it's a longer period, and then I like to think back about the mindset distinction that Carol Dweck makes in her book Mindset. The difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, where it's important to try to embrace a growth mindset during practice because you want to overcome obstacles and you want to face challenges head on and don't get discouraged. But during a game, I think there's a much more powerful mindset, and that is, it's not the power of thinking positive. For me, it's more the power of not thinking. You are not really thinking anything. That's where I feel the most power comes from, especially during games where you're performing and everything goes quickly. That's where the real power is. If you're not really aware of everything that's going on, if something kind of takes over. How do we train this getting into the zone, getting that mind quiet? Well, I think it's perfect for athletes because I have found that there's a great similarity between training your physicality, your physical body, and training your mental state. If you want to become stronger, faster, more explosive, what do? You go to the gym, you start lifting weights, you start applying plyometrics, you go to a coach, strength coach, whatever it is. You do whatever it takes. You start a process over a period and you put in reps every so many days a week until you see your progress. Well, I think there's a great similarity between training your mind, because I would say that to increase your chances of getting into the zone, you have to start by training your mind, reps on reps on reps, by meditating. And I would recommend, in my personal practice, I recommend every day for 20 minutes at morning. Joe Dispenza talks about 2 moments where it's very beneficial to start meditating, and that's early in the morning or later at night. I would suggest you choose between one of those moments, early in the morning or late at night before you go to bed, because that's when your brain is most suggestible for meditation. And I recommend meditating 20 minutes a day. If that is too much, start off with 10 minutes a day, but I would not go below 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not that long. And there are 1,000 different ways to meditate. but I would suggest you start off with something very, very easy, and that is focusing on your breath. It would go something like this. You sit down, you set your timer to 10-20 minutes, close your eyes and follow your breath. You breathe in, you count 1. You breathe out, you count 2. You breathe in, you count 3. You breathe out, you count 4. You go all the way up to 10. Once you've hit 10, you start all over again. During those 10 to 20 minutes, you'll be counting from 1 to 10, and I guarantee you, you will get distracted. That is what's gonna happen. You're gonna get a monkey mind. Your brain is gonna be all over the place. But that's how it goes. You have to go through that process. You have to go through it. There's no shortcuts in this. So you sit down, you let those thoughts come up, and whenever you catch yourself getting distracted, no problem. You simply try to be aware that you've been distracted and go back to your breathing. 1, in, out, 2, in, 3, out, 4, all the way up to 10 again. So start off with that, and I guarantee you, try that for 60 days. Try that for 60 days, and I guarantee you, you will feel like a different person. You will not only get into the zone much easier, but you will get an all-round more satisfying life. Jonathan Haidt talks about it in his book, Happiness Hypothesis, that there are 3 proven ways to get more happiness in life. And the first is Prozac, which I would not recommend unless under certain circumstances. Second one is cognitive behavioral therapy, which I would recommend, but of course it's going to cost you money to go and see a therapist, but okay, sure, why not? Third one is free. It's meditation. It's been here for thousands of years, and there's a reason why. You can tap into this power starting today. It doesn't cost you a thing, just some time and consistency over time. So definitely try that out. It has helped me. I hope it will help you getting your performance to that next level. I hope this video helps. Hit that like button if you liked it. If you want to help me out, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.